Might not be able to get up here. Yeah, well. All right. Hello, cherry lovers. It's been a pretty weekend. A lot of snow, a lot of cleaning. But it's 40 degrees today. And as you can see, this snowbank here, now that I piled up, is as tall as me. But I wanted to sit here in this snowbank and look around and tell you guys that spring is coming. And I'm going to, starting next week, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to film it. I'm going to film me getting my seeds started. I've got a lot of new things that I want to try. I watched an Amish channel on how to, what they use in their primary garden. And they were using landscape fabric to cover up all of their garden. And he would just cut holes. And of course, I've seen a lot of other channels. But as you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I've had trouble with the dirt that I got a couple years back. Unfortunately, it was from the Amish, but they found out they get their dirt from not just from them, but from other sources. And their compost had seeds in it, which brought unnecessary weeds to my garden and having troubles getting rid of it. So I'm going to purchase this landscape. I already did. I got it coming. And then I'm going to till under the ground and everything, get it all ready to go, get all this landscape fabric laid down so the wind don't carry it off and everything. And then wherever I plant, I'm going to cut a hole and put that in that. And that way there, the rain and everything can get through. I can fertilize. I can do all the things I need to do to take care of that and get rid of my weeds. Hopefully. So see me trying to cross my fingers and my gloves. But that's what I got going on for the garden, because I'm going to start doing seeds, because we don't plant until, well, it's almost going to be Memorial Day. Believe it or not, Memorial Day it'll come up quick. Last year I waited till probably the third week in March before I started my seeds, and most of my plants were way too little. So by the time I wanted to plant them. So anyways, I'm going to get all these started, and I'm going to bring you guys along, a little video on what I do and what I've learned over the years and the different people that I've watched. Of course, this year I bought my seeds from a reputable source, or a source that's local. And well, it's close enough to being local. He's here in Michigan, M.I. Gardner. I bought my seeds, and we're going to try him. I tried some heirlooms seed companies last year, and I just believe that I don't know. I just don't believe they either got to the end because so many people were wanting seeds that we were getting the bottom of the barrel, or what. I don't know. I'm not blaming anybody, but that's what I believe. So we're going to do that. We're going to get everything potted. I'll bring you along on that. We'll show you the dirt that he told me and recommends me to use for potting. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you guys that. Plus, I've got some things to do out in the apple orchard, and when the snow drops down enough to where I can get back there, I'm going to try and get back there, I've got to, and see if anything. I got a couple trees that are just kind of sprouting right up tall. I'm going to top them so that they can bush out, and we'll go from there. But I got to also get there and prune. I didn't get a chance last fall or last summer to prune my nectarines, so they need a pruning. So I'm going to prune a little bit of that off and bring you guys along for that. And that's coming up here in, the next few videos down. But what you see behind me, yeah, that's got to get done, and we're going to do it. And son, we're going to make time. We're going to make a schedule here in the next couple weeks with my son, and we're going to figure out how we're going to get this one here accomplished. So we're back on track with the cherries. We're doing that one because the cherries, all the cherry trees except for 2 are all doing good and they're living, and we got to get that back under the high tunnel and get everything going so that we can, I'm going to say it, maybe someday get some cherries out of this. It's been a long process. Yeah, a lot of setbacks. That's all I'll say. You guys can go back and look at my videos and see there's setback after setbacks. Them setbacks, are some of them are mine, my problems. I should have researched it more and more and more. And others are just the weather and I didn't take the necessary precautions. Also, like anything, trying to do stuff and you don't figure in this stuff, the resources or the money, then you're lagging. And does it cost you? Absolutely it does. It cost me very, very, very much the last few years. So this is what we're going to do. This has got to get done. Our primary, my first thing out of the chute, as soon as the weather clears and we're done with winter and no snow, the clear days, the porch up here on the farmhouse has to be done. It's way past due. Right by the front door underneath, it leaks a little bit. So I've got to tear all that off, put new shingles on up there. The other part of the house, both of them, it's been shingled and I don't have to worry about it. And like I told the kids, down the road when I'm, being 67, maybe when I'm 77, I'll just go ahead and put a metal roof on, because that's pretty much for up here would probably be the best thing right now. But right now I got to get that shingled, so that's the primary thing. And then once we get that shingle, my primary, because I still won't be able to do anything. I can do some pruning on the trees because of the weather. Get the water lines all set, ready to go. Get the water lines in here set, ready to go, because the well is fine, no problems. Just got to get her going and primed and ready to go for spring. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to fertilize. Like I said, every year I got to fertilize the trees organically. We are organic, so we do everything organically. And I'm going to say this, as organically as we can, because sometimes you can got to have something and you just can't find it. There's getting to be more and more, but I've noticed, how do I want to say this? It's like everybody was on a kick to do farming and all this kind of stuff, that they wanted to go organically and everything. But I've noticed in the last year and a half that there's less of the organic stuff around, or the farms aren't doing it, or for whatever reasons. But I noticed that it's getting harder to find organic stuff to put on to keep your stuff fertilized organically. So just letting you know that. Yeah, if we stay as organic as we can, unless something arises where we can't get it, then we limit what we put on these, because that's just the way it is. So these trees have to be fed and to keep them producing fruit and everything. So anyways, that's what's going on there. By middle of summer or something, I'm going to start working on this high tunnel here. We thought about moving it, and I pretty much decided I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to put it up and do the same thing I'm doing here, and we'll go from there and we'll get it done. Will it be this coming year? Probably not till the following spring. I'll get it all prepared and ready to go so that for next year I'll be out of the chute doing that. Another thing, I got to probably, because I only got that little Kubota tractor, I'm going to have to probably run a excavator and go back, and I got some stumps and trees and everything all over this property that needs to be dug out. But behind the apple orchard, if the fundings come, or if the USDA agencies are open again, not going to go into any political stuff, but if they come open, then possibly we'll get another high tunnel. If we do, then back there I want to put strawberries underneath of them. So I've read all and done all the research for the last couple years. Strawberries will be great. I will have some outside and inside the high tunnel. I'm also, if you know and watch my videos, down the hill by the swamp, around that edge, I want to put blueberries and blackberries. I also am going to try and put blackberries along the fence row for the apple orchard. So yes, we are going to expand. We continue to expand, even though this old guy is getting older, slowing down a little bit. I don't want to talk about it, but it happens. Is my health good? Yes. I'm kicking on all cylinders still, but Unfortunately, like anything, age takes over, and I'm going to keep doing, until they say I can't do. But that's going to be a hard thing, because right now like I said, I can move. It's just a little slower. So, but that's what I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about and tell you that this is what we got going on. I plan on doing a lot, and it'll just have to take a lot of time. Depends on the weather, what it's going to do. I'm looking at one right over here, and over here I've got a lot of oaks that have died off. 4 years ago, right around, we started having what they call oak wilt, and it's a disease like all the rest of the all the rest of the diseases, and it was killing off basically the weak oaks that were weak. So I've got a lot of oak. I got a lot of wood. I'm never going to be without wood for burning. That's one reason why you saw me buy the wood stove, because price of propane or anything that may go on in this world, I got an endless supply of wood. So will I ever have to worry about being cold? Another subject number 2 or 3, whatever. I got this house set up I've always told the kids, this house is here. It's here for fun and everything, but it's also here in case, we all know the world is in a mess. So I know that I have all the resources I can for wood, to cut wood. I've got all the necessary stuff that's needed. I have as you can see, a well out here that I've dug. Got a hand pump, so if everything had the power ever the grid always ever goes down, I can always pump water. I got water. I've got resources. Okay, I tell them all the time at the city. If you live in the city, you have a sewer system. If the grid goes down, so does the sewer system. So you can't flush your toilet. Up here, we have a septic system. It's in the ground. So all I need is water to pour in the back of the toilet. It goes. So this place is pretty much, like I say, if you guys watch my videos, you know that I live down here on 5 acres. We're pretty much, this is all national forest, about 335,000 acres on that side of me, which is the east and to the north. And there is more national forest to the end, and I've got one neighbor that has 15 acres here. So I'm by myself down here. So I'm kind of secluded and down here where nobody to bother you, or no restrictions, or no homeowners association, or none of that stuff. And this is what I got. When I first bought the place back almost 30 years ago, was I planning on any of this stuff or seeing any of this stuff in the future? No. We bought this for recreation and having fun, and then be able to come up here and enjoy ourselves. That's still the case. The kids are older now, and like I said, they're doing their thing. They come up. My stepdaughter and her husband comes up. They go fishing in the summertime. They go fishing in the winter. They're doing their thing like everything everybody wants to do. My youngest daughter, she's out, and she comes up here and stays now and then and does her thing, and she likes to camp and do that kind of stuff. My son, he enjoys coming up here. He helps me. You see him help me, and I enjoy. So they're all reaping the rewards of what my wife Joyce and I have put together up here, and they enjoy it, and I'm glad, because they have a place. We got grandkids, I know. They come up here. They enjoy it. I mean, sometimes you see us in the summertime, all of us up here enjoy it. It's called family, and I love having them around, because it's just, we all get along. Yes, and you guys all know that we have a mixed family of everybody and anything. So we love them all. We enjoy them. It's a wonderful feeling to have family that you can have fun with and joke and have a good time with, and I love that. So like I said, I just wanted to stop back and show you that I'm resting right now. It's a nice day. That sun's trying to come out, but they saying tonight we're supposed to have a little bit of maybe some freezing rain, but it's calm as a cucumber. Yesterday when we were out fishing, windy, windy, windy. So I just wanted to stop a minute and just kind of, I never get a chance to sit and talk to you guys and say, hey, this is what we got. I do every now and then and say stuff and put stuff in, but I wanted to let you guys know that, hey, things are still coming along. We're moving along. You know, there's negative in the world. There's negative everywhere. And up here is, I'll say it, this is my positive. This is all positive, never negative, even though it's hard work. And like I say, these devastations, or as I call it, this high tunnel back here, because, well, we didn't have this much snow when that high tunnel collapsed, but it all came at once. And so, you know, do we have setbacks and we have, you know, disasters and stuff that, you know, affects your feelings, but you keep moving on, and we're going to get that done, and we're going to get it all done. We're going to keep pushing forward. My goal has always still been, and it'll always be, I want to produce vegetables and fruit and all that for us and also for the community up here. This community is well, it's I guess would be what word would I say? Diverse. We've got poor people, we've got medium people, and we got the upper people, as I'll say it. And they all, I don't know, they all are in need of something at one point. So if I can produce enough vegetables and fruit to give to people of all sizes, nationalities, wealth, whatever you want to call it, I want to do it, because that's what I feel in my heart, that God's put me that way. And that's why I have never give up, because sooner or later, he said, the fruits of your labor is going to pay off. So I keep pushing. So, okay, this is getting long, and I just thought I could ramble for you a minute and let you see what I'm doing and realize that we have a lot of snow up here. And unfortunately, when I was a kid, and I'm going to close with this, when I was a kid, we used to have snow like this all the time, every winter, where as I grew up, it was less and less and less. And some winters, into my 30s and 40s, there was hardly any snow, if you got any. I mean, there's been years that even when I was doing YouTube, it was little or none. So this is kind of normal, even though it's because we haven't had it very much, it's very unnormal. Some younger generation don't realize that we've always had this, and it happens. So, but anyways, I'll just let you guys go on that. It does happen, and we are getting basically normal winters. I mean, a lot of people say no, yes. If you've lived long enough, you've realized that this is normal. And being that it's 40 today, it's starting to warm up, and hopefully this year we'll have a normal spring. And if we do, then we'll have fruit, and we'll go on, and everything will work out in my favor. So on that note, if you guys like this video, up here, I think, or up there, I don't know which way I'll put it, like and subscribe, please. I ask you guys to. You stop by and you see me, like and subscribe and come back. Like I said, we aren't a popular channel, and like I said, we don't talk politics, we don't talk anything like that. We talk, and we love anybody that comes in here. Like I said, there's sometimes I'll tell you I'm going to be doing this, and it doesn't happen. That's because that's the way it is. Because we just do as we go. And like I said, I'm not a hobby farmer. I am a small farmer, but at the same time, I do it as a hobby. So like and subscribe wherever I put it, and come back and see us. We love you guys here at Heaven's Gates Cherry Farm. We all do. And I'll see you on the next one, you guys. I probably won't be up here for another couple weeks. Man, the kids are hoping to get in one more fishing before the ice thaws. Right now we have almost 3 foot of ice on the lakes, so you could pretty much drive a semi on the ice. So it's thick enough for any kind of activity. So alrighty guys, I love you. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, be good, don't be down. I love life. Talk to you later. Bye now. And let me get up out of here. Oh, I got that bad shoulder I was leaning on. All right, we're up.